I've literally had a day from hell, and the day is still damn. Mercury retrograde is kicking my ass. Okay. So at this point, I just want to shut up, sit back, eat my food, and watch Caresha tell a bunch of lies.
Let's talk about it.
I want people to have fun. Let's kick back. Let's get into a little tea. Let's not get too crazy, but let's enjoy the sip.
Clock that tea.
But let's get to the chi-chi, the kiki, the internet bull.
Daddy, shot a clock every minute, please.
No, Natalie, you always want to do Betty, shut the clock.
Did you f***ing that apple?
Of course she is, because they don't feed y'all. That's probably the first and last and only meal that she probably had during that. Well, it's Biggie. So who am I lying to?
Big Dominican, you know Big Biggie don't miss a meal. Big Biggie always gonna find the food.
And I apologize too. I don't want nothing to happen to you too. That's why, I step back because I'm like, we are the injured reserve, and we gotta look out for each other while we're here. Because
Can I get a hug?
yeah,
Okay, you're not
over the table,
not speak.
girl. Yeah, I'm gonna pull you over the table and hug you some more, bitch.
They have them with me, so let them say it.
Just
I'm only here
like,
for one purpose. What I'm trying to understand.
wait, hold on. Let me see. Let me show y'all. Cause like, why does everybody look like this? Look at Evelyn. That shit start all the way back in. Speaking of catch up, I got my food here. I need to eat. At the same time, I need to do my makeup for the rest of the videos today. So why Tokyo looking like that? Why is Tokyo looking like that? And why does that look like the same wig that Michael Jackson used to be wearing? Tell me you don't.
Let's
Yeah.
talk
No, I
about
want to
this.
know. I gotta say this.
Let's talk
And-
about the
no.
makeup
Wait.
stuff.
Wait. Let me say this, right?
Why I'm hungry again? Why am I hungry again? I should have told this to bring me a steak, egg, and cheese. I think I need to go cook lunch. Akbar, maybe you can decide in my DMs and tell me who the doctor is. Because at this point, Spice, I thought you was from the Caribbean, dear, because Ice Caribbean. Ice the only one from the Caribbean. Well, apparently not, child. Spice says she from Puerto Rico.
Thank God I'm a loner and I stay in my room and I read my book.
What is Jessica even talking about? It's a salad. Shout out to Patreon. Full tea on Patreon. Full tea on Patreon. We'll definitely gave Patreon a story time. A 3.5 hour story time. So shout out to the patrons. Let's get into this Caresha bullshit.
It was love, the frequency.
Well, at least we know she monetized.
Hey y'all, what's up? So we back with season 2 of Caresha Please, but this episode is a special edition, and I told myself that I wasn't gonna be strategic or try to find the right words to say, that I wanted to tell my truth, my story on my platform where I feel safe, and I'm ready to get into all the smoke. Clock that too.
By getting saucy Santana of all people, somebody who knows her inside and out, somebody who already knows all of her say. So we expected to believe that anything that comes out your mouth is about to be the truth. in front of my salad. Okay.
Bitch, catch you.
So I have the one and only, my best friend, Saucy Santana.
I'm here. We get into all things Caresha. I want to call this episode Caresha Speaks.
Ooh.
Because I feel like you don't talk much. I feel like you let a lot of stuff just, roll over. You'll talk amongst me and you and amongst close ones, but I don't really feel like you address everything. And so today I want you to take this time to put everything on the floor, get it all out. Because once you talk today, ain't nobody gonna hear people.
Don't Lotto new album come out tonight? Was that a shout out to her to help her get some new album sales? Because she gonna need it. Hey, scratch off.
2028, baby.
Thank you.
So, I want you to say today and let everything out, get everything off your chest, and we're gonna get into it.
Let's go. I'm ready.
So I want to get into mental health with you. I feel like I just want to check on, and I feel like everybody wants to know.
Let me take this pillow from underneath my ass because I can see I'm gonna be here for a while. So let me go ahead and get comfy. Because every time a bitch's foot is put to the fire, okay, and a bitch is sitting on the pot, okay, sitting up there, got things lined up against them. What do they all do? My mental health. I was so depressed. My mental health. I thought about unaliving and did.
Just these days, how are you? Just in general with life, your kids, family, and just with your career. Like, where are you at mentally?
I'm just all over the place. I'm going through a lot, and some days I just be like, everybody go through this.
She going through a lot with millions. Girl, get out my face. Get out my face. Get out my face. I get that we all human and we all have days, but the difference between my days and your days is you can afford to turn those days into spa days. Clock it, because you are a millionaire. So you don't get not that you don't get to process your emotions, how I process my emotions, and not that your emotions are invalid. It's just you can do things about it because money does fix a lot of issues, believe it or not.
A career and in life. I feel like in life, everybody go through something, whether it's a breakup, a divorce, a death, just like whatever it is. And I feel like
let it out. This is a safe space. This is your space to be vulnerable and just really, let out how you feel.
So mentally, like 1 minute I'm happy.
Really, bitch? Really? We are 2 minutes and 6 seconds into this goddamn episode, and you are already bawling, crying, girl. Get this shit out of my face.
1 minute I'm sad.
And y'all want me to watch this and take this serious? Y'all want me to watch this and take this serious and take her serious? We are 2 minutes into this episode, and she's bawling, crying. He said, "Hello, how are you?" And you in puddles. It's giving rainstorm.
1 minute I'm feeling like fuck this shit, and then the next minute,
I'm sorry, I'm not moved by tears. I'm moved by action. I'm not moved by tears. We all got tears. We all got emotions. I'm moved by action. Okay, she's crying. Oh, what that mean? What does that mean? Is this supposed to be like the big dramatic moment in a I meant to give y'all a disclaimer, but I mean the disclaimer was I'm gonna be eating this episode. So sorry if you don't want to hear a mukbang while we watching Caresha, but it's either that or you wouldn't got a video because I was not in the mood. Is that my hair? Not a hair in my goddamn salad. I'm suing Wick. No, that's not my hair. Who has red hair? Is it? Girl. Anyways.
I'm looking at my kids and I'm like, I ain't bring us this far to go backwards.
Yeah.
Girl, card. You get what I'm saying? Like, I put in a lot of time and effort in this shit. I did it when I was pregnant alone. And
here we go. She not about to kick JT's back in this whole entire episode. That's what we not doing. Mind y'all, I understand, you know, having the moment to speak your piece, and JT spoke her piece. You get to speak yours. That's fine and dandy. But JT ain't even really going like how she could have. And she actually gave Caresha a lot of flowers. And the interview I'm referring to is when she sat down with Keke Palmer. So, Caresha, what we not about to do is, I was pregnant and I had to hold this down. No, bitch, the contract held you down. That whole narrative of, oh, JT, prison pants, she had to go to jail, and Caresha was out here holding it down. No, the contract held them down. She was forced to keep the group going. Forced to keep them going. I don't want to hear it. Don't give me no sob stories, Caresha. Don't give me no sob stories. You slept with a whole fucking predator, a whole menace to society, okay, a whole domestic terrorist. Was opening your legs wide to him. At the BET was holding up construction pieces of paper, looking like a goddamn fool that said, "Go Poppy." Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Bye. Girl, bye.
I feel like in life you gotta go through shit to get through shit. Like Usher said it, and I was like, wow, that's some real shit.
Yeah.
And
Usher, you mean another victim? Speaking of victims, are you gonna speak on Cassie or any other alleged victims that's out there? Because I don't feel bad for get out my mouth. I don't feel bad for Caresha at all, because at the end of the day, the rumors and the allegations still was out there. Like y'all be moving dumb all the time. And when I say y'all, I'm talking about women. And I'm not talking about y'all unless it applies to you. But the Yelp reviews and whatnot will all be out there about an ain't shit nigga. And y'all will walk in thinking that your dining experience is about to be completely different. You go on Yelp, they're like, oh, this place got roaches, they got rats, management sucks, customer service is ass. And yet you walk in thinking, my pussy, my good cooking, the way that I am, this BBL, I'm Brashandria. I'm about to, what? How he not gonna want all of this? What are you talking about? Are you expecting a different dining experience when literally the Yelp reviews and aka the red flags are all there? So I don't even understand how you get that close to a Diddy, or let Diddy get that close in proximity to you in the first place, considering all the allegations and whatnot that's been surrounding his name. See, the problem with the black community that y'all be having is, oh, there's no proof. Oh, sometimes you just gotta trust your gut and your instinct. Anybody can look at Diddy and tell that he dark. And I'm not talking about skin color. You can tell that his energy is dark. And it's way too much around Diddy. And way too many people have disappeared and died. Matter of fact, I think it's like over 30 people that have died that was connected to Diddy. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think like, let me not even put a YouTuber name out there, but I know that there's somebody that's working on a video and they said something like that. Like 30 people that's connected to Diddy that have died. Strangely. Girl, where there's smoke, there's fire. And Caresha, your dumbass decided to boot the fuck up and say, oh, I'm gonna go in and see what temperature the fire is. Girl, get out my face, ho.
I feel like,
and then the fact that she's sitting down with Saucy Santana, like we supposed to be gagged, like, oh, she's sitting down with her best friend, somebody that's gonna make her feel comfortable. Now that's the problem right there. That's the problem right there. You don't need to sit down with somebody that's going to make you feel comfortable. And then you sit down with somebody who we also have questions about. We doing Caresha Speaks right now, but episode 2, I'm going to need Saucy Santana Speaks, because all the alleged rumors that's out there about how he was possibly the beard for Caresha. Or I'm sorry, Caresha was a beard for Diddy and Saucy Santana. Like, let's address that next. Saucy, what was up with you, allegedly? And Diddy, what was up with that? Because you had all that smoke for Yamanemics, okay? Shout out to Erica the Mirror. You had all that smoke for academics, but what was that smoke for Diddy, Saucy? Since we so gangster and we so bout it, You went online for weeks doing disphones and all of that for academics, but what was that for Diddy, the actual abuser? Academics might be annoying, but as far as we know, Diddy's an abuser, confirmed. And not just beating women. It's way, way deeper, way, way darker, allegedly. So, 2 minutes and 46 seconds, and she already got waterfalls trickling down her goddamn eyes. And you sitting with Saucy Santana, who we also have questions for. I'm not taking this shit serious at all, and I know this is about to be an entire fucking joke.
Life, everybody is going through something. Whether it's a divorce, whether it's a death, whether it's they just lost their job, just anything. And that's what keep me going, because I know that like life not perfect. And we gotta learn from our mistakes, and life is a lesson. And
Girl,
I feel like the people that I thought that would be in my corner, or that are like, when I was going through this shit, nobody called me. Nobody called me to see how I was doing. Like,
because nobody called and checked on you, because once you got access to Diddy's money, you act like you was too good for everybody. You act like you was a Beyonce of the city girls. You act like you ain't need JT. Which is why JT got close to the little Uzi Vert. Especially once little Uzi Vert started checking you for how you was treating JT. You started treating motherfuckers like you ain't need them. Let's clock that. Let's clock that. Don't try to cry me a river now, Mr. Justin Timberlake. No.
people was really like, you thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
we were, and I still am. Sorry. Still am. You laid down with Diddy. With Diddy. With Diddy. Caresha, you are not a motherfucking victim. Caresha, please. You are not no victim. You are not no victim. Girl, first episode gonna be all about you. Bitch, for the first episode, you should have done. Let me shut up.
When it comes to Diddy, why do you think that you are so heavily involved in everything? Like everything that comes out about him, like you said, it's automatically, well, what you think? Mm-hmm. Well, how you feel? What you got to say?
I need my food.
Because people feel like I was Diddy's biggest cheerleader and I made him my brand. And
were you not? Were you not? Do I need to pull up the pictures of child? Instead of this hoe holding up signs that said "Go Naked" in support of Portia and her hairline. Okay, go naked hair. She held up signs saying "Go Poppy." Go Poppy. What's that? Is that not a cheerleader? Is that not a cheerleader? I'm sorry. Is that not a cheerleader? Is that not a cheerleader? Because it's looking real pom-pom to me. It's looking real step drill team to me. What is you talking about? People thought I was a cheerleader. Like, she got it so bad. Girl, if you was fucking on that man and allowing him to fuck you, okay, and you was spending up all his goddamn money and you didn't take some of that and put it away in a separate account so that you was good for a rainy day, that's on your dumb ass. That's on your dumb ass. See, that should have been time that you wanted to focus on the waterworks. You should have been focused on a rainy day. You should have been taking millions from Diddy, spending some of it, but putting most of it into an offshore account that he had no access to, just in case shit hit the fan. Because, I mean, when you're dealing with that type of motherfucker, because we could really sit down and talk about how dumb a lot of y'all motherfuckers are. We really could sit down and talk about how dumb a lot of y'all bitches are. Y'all be dating all of these gangsters, all of these goon rappers, and my man so thug, my man, and then your man gets shot the fuck up, and you want all of us to sit there and be like, oh, and seek justice with you. Girl, yo dumb ass. You knew that this motherfucker was involved in street criminal activity, and neither his or your dumb ass got a fucking life insurance plan out, knowing that his days was numbered. Like, please, because I could really rant and go there. Do y'all want me to? Because I can. So, Caresha, I don't want to hear it. If I was, I mean, I wouldn't be connected to a Diddy, but had I been in Caresha's position and connected to Diddy, baby, every time he sent me $5 million, I'm taking 4 of it, putting it into a separate account and saving it for Brady Day. I be wiping my tears with millions. I don't want to hear it now. What are you, broke? Is that why you want sympathy? Is that why you want the black vote again? Is that why you coming back saying, I'm sorry I gave y'all my ass to kiss? Now let me turn around and like, girl.
Everything that
when I was going through this shit, nobody called me.
Girl.
Nobody called me to see how I was doing. Like, people was really like.
She looked like the type to change her number. Let's start there.
You thought.
Yeah. So when it comes to Diddy, why do you think that you are so heavily involved in everything? Like everything that comes out about him, like you said, it's automatically, well, what you think? Well, how you feel? What you got to say?
Because people feel like I was Diddy's biggest cheerleader and I made him my brand. And I feel like Diddy was...
Y'all literally sitting on his platform right now. Okay, yeah, so he signed off the rights to his platform to somebody else, aka his daughters. But you literally got a show on his goddamn platform. Bum rushed everybody at the awards out of the Joe Buttons and everybody else has been here longer than you. This shit was only popping for like a week. And then you got all the awards, all the accolades. And then now you still coming back on his platform. Caresha, get out my face with this.
It's on brand for me. I got with Diddy and brought him into my life. I had him at the office. I was still doing Richard Roulette in the split. All right on. Ari slapping my ass. I ain't never think I was bigger than the program. I was still on my City World shit. I was still doing remixes. Don't play with it.
You did Gucci Mane.
Mane.
First Impression.
I was still working. City Girls was on tour with Jack Harlow. We had At Bad. You know, Diddy came to me with the song. Told JT, let's get on this record. Like, I was still doing City Girls shit. I was heavily involved in the group. I never...
Act Bad was robbed of Song of the Summer last summer. That was my song. I will say that.
Thought I was bigger than the program.
So with Diddy, what was your experience with dating him? Because I feel like in the headlines, it's a lot of just chaos and it's a lot of allegations. And so I think that's what makes people feel like, well, since you were so heavily involved, you were a part of these things or you were around these things. So what was your experience like, dating him?
Well, I met Diddy at Peak Party and I met him when he was in a love era. And I met Diddy when the world was celebrating him and giving him his flowers while he was alive.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was getting the Global Icon Award, the Lifetime Achievement Award, the Key to the City. He had a new album that was coming out. So I was celebrating him with the world. And I just feel like...
Oh, it's our fault, bitch. It's our fault. Baby, we was not at the BET Awards with a sign that said "Go Poppy." We was not celebrating this man by fucking him and getting access to his millions. We was not on the same wavelength. Please don't try and gaslight me, Caresha. Please don't try and gaslight me, and please don't sit and try to act like you was just so in awe of his stardom. And I was just praising him like y'all were doing. Girl, bitch, bye. Caresha, get out my face. Get out my face. I don't know where you gotta go. Where you about to go, but get the fuck out of my face.
Like, everybody trying to crucify me for it. Like, you was his biggest advocate. You was his cheerleader, but I was just celebrating when the world was celebrating him.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So why am I being crucified or why am I being separated?
Because you was fucking him. You was fucking him. You was fucking him. Knowing damn well what the fuck he had going on. Is she slow?
Rated.
Yeah.
When I was dating him, it was love, love, love. The frequency is how we used to laugh. Because I like him, Santana. It's always, what's up, queen?
Yes.
So I just felt like I met him like in a whole new era, and that wasn't my experience.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I met him, it was just like I told y'all on season 1. I even asked him like, "Why you fucking with me? Why you fucking with a city girl?
Yeah.
Why you coming into my world? Because I'm on some whole other shit. Like you know my lyrics and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's just like when I got with him, he was just a man.
Everybody says what they want.
Which is all that it takes for most women nowadays. As long as you got a dick, as long as it's a penis slinging between them legs, that's all a lot of y'all pick-me's give about. Y'all don't care about the past abuse, the allegations, how they act in the world, how they treat the waiters and the staff when y'all at restaurants. Like, y'all don't care about that shit. Y'all don't care about none of that as long as it's a penis between the goddamn legs. That's what a lot of y'all pick me should care about. And again, if it don't apply, let it fly. I'll say y'all, but I'm not talking about y'all unless you are included in you all.
We ain't gonna do that. We gonna sit. We gonna communicate. We gonna get solutions. What's going on? Like, we ain't even going that route. So that was my experience with him.
So a lot of the things that people really like say about him, you didn't experience that as in dating. That's not something that
Why would he? I mean, why would she?
You saw. So is that the reason why you never said anything? Is that the reason why when all of these allegations and lawsuits came apart, like, why didn't you speak?
Because I can't speak on something that wasn't my experience. And I can't speak on something that I don't know. I can't speak on these allegations because I wasn't around at the time. I don't know that person and that wasn't my experience.
So with you being, I feel like, a survivor of domestic violence, he never hit you in a relationship. He was never violent. Was that something that you had to tolerate, or that's just that wasn't a part of, because I feel like that's the biggest thing to him right now is, what he going through in these lawsuits and, that video that came out. And it's like, I feel like a lot of people are wondering, was that your experience? And I know personally that you've been through domestic violence before, and I don't think that's something that, I know that's something that you've grown from and that you don't tolerate.
I've been through domestic violence in 2 relationships. And I told myself after the second relationship, I would never put myself in that situation again, especially now being that I'm a mom. I was a mother then, but like having a daughter, like I would never put myself in that position. I don't stand for domestic violence. I'm just not going for that.
So do you feel like with dating Diddy, like, was it a business relationship? Do you feel like it was beneficial for you?
I feel like it was beneficial for both of us. I think that, like, I was able to come and be a brand ambassador for DeLeon and take it to a whole nother level. Because I feel like, I won't say nobody wasn't drinking DeLeon, but
nobody wasn't drinking DeLeon.
But when I came, it was just like, it's a city or a summer, we drinking DeLeon, we acting bad. So I feel like I was an asset. I honestly just feel like with Diddy, like, I met him at a P party and I don't know what his intentions was, but I don't know if it was like business or he really liked me, but I felt like, when he got me, he really saw something in me. And that's why he was like, you know what? You got a big personality. Like you should do a podcast. Like you know how to engage in conversations. Like you know how to ask good questions. So I felt like, I came into his world and I was able to like turn everything he had going on up a notch. Like, he had DeLeon. I was able to have the whole world drinking DeLeon, putting in his songs. Like I made it popular, Yeah. And then with Revolt, I was able to come and make it the #1 podcast on Revolt.
Yeah.
So I feel like, and then with him, it was like he was able to, take my career to the next level. I did the Met Gala. I got ready with Vogue. Like I wasn't going into the relationship thinking like, I want to get a purse. I want to go on private jets. I want to get diamonds. Like I feel like I'm up under a mogul. I want to learn something, like I want to learn business. I want to learn how to, okay, you got a network. How can I get a network? Or, you had a Sean John. How can I make Caresha Please the next Sean John? So I went into that relationship like on a like more of like, I want to become a mogul and I want to learn up under you. Most people just want to get their body done. You want to get a trip. You want to just do that video.
She already had that done. So, and Caresha, part of being a mogul, which is part of the problem that you're not getting, Caresha, and I'm not even one of them people who hates all billions and millionaires, but it is some truth to the fact that in order to get to a certain place in life, there's a lot of people you got to step on. And then considering all of the allegations that surrounding Diddy, I need for Santana to ask the real questions. Like, I get the whole, well, I didn't experience that. That wasn't my experience. I get that to a T, but then at the same time, fuck out of here with that. F out of here with that. It's like saying, like, there's like a child predator being in a neighborhood, and you can look that stuff up, like a child predator being in a neighborhood, and then you decide to go and let your child be around that person because you like, well, I never experienced that with him. I don't care. Now, even though that's a little bit more severe because that's more of like, no, that's officially a child predator or whatever. Let's pretend that that's allegations that a person was a pedophile. And you just like, that's not my experience. Like, it's still less than smart. Sometimes you don't need to experience something firsthand in order to have good judgment and be like, I don't know if you're a good person. You might be good to me. You might be good in this relationship, but I don't know if you're good overall. Like sometimes some type of morals and sense, common sense has to come into play. Like common sense ain't so common.
Yeah, I wasn't one of them.
And I that's what I respect about you, because even though you a city girl, me being your best friend and knowing you very womanly. I always say that, and like just a grown woman. And so I even seen the elevation in your production, and your team that you started hiring business managers.
Hello.
And I was like,
I think that like when you get around people, you see certain things. Like you able to, like you should be able to learn something from somebody. And I felt like I was able to see like how should my business be operating. Like I should have a chief of staff.
Yeah.
I should have a business manager. You know, I should have all of these things in place. And that's what I was learning. Like I took that more of like a learning experience as far as like trying to become a mogul. That's why I'm like, I'm a mogul. I'm a businesswoman. I'm not just a rapper. Like I'm big in rap.
Caresha is talking all this shit, and honestly, all it sounds like to me is I'm gonna sit there, I'm gonna shut up, and I'm gonna eat my food, and I'm gonna be quiet. As long as I'm getting my millions and getting my benefits, I don't give a fuck what's going on because I ain't got nothing to do with me and mine. And I can't stand people like that.
So I'm ready to get into some smoke because I feel like you popping it and you putting everything on the floor. So we really want to dig a little deeper into your mind.
After y'all go like this video, because I need to get more comfortable in this shit. I'm about to lean this shit back. Child, in a second, y'all about to be seeing nothing but scalp. Child, okay, nothing but hair follicles. I gotta get comfortable in this shit. My ass hurt.
You've got my body.
Soap in these rides ain't involved. They saying shit sits out in mama's garage. They hate to see that a bitch finally on top. Stop. Keep watching my social media. Changing my Wikipedia. This trending to the top 10 tedious. I will stop the video. Who got the trench? Who got the wrench? Who got the weed? And y'all going up for me. I'm trying to party, let's get naughty. Twerk your body, work this party. I'm trying to party, let's get naughty. Twerk your body, work this party. How? Who got the trench? Who got the range? Who got the weed? And y'all going up for me.
Okay. Wait, hold on. Girl, still not ready yet. This ain't gonna work. I'm gonna have to figure it out, but let me put her back on.
You ready for the smoke?
I'm ready for the smoke. Is you ready? So when it comes to, you know, City Girls and JT, y'all was having an argument on Twitter. You felt like, you know, she was making songs about you. She felt like you throwing a rock and hide in your hand.
So that's it? We're not gonna talk about that anymore?
Where do y'all stand at today as City Girls and just as sisters, as friends?
We are going to go over common pieces of career advice that job seekers get and separate the myths from the truths.
Job hopping.
Shit ain't all good and it's not all bad. Like, we don't talk every day, but it's no beef on my end. I still look at her like as family, but it's not like we on the phone.
She don't fuck with her. She don't fuck with her.
We chatting every day or we checking in like, hey, you know, she posting my shit. I'm posting her shit. It's not, I won't say we beefing, but it's not.
Do you feel like taking it to the internet, or do you feel like things that happen behind the scenes have went too far that it'll never be the same motherfucker the old days?
I'm really trying to get comfortable, y'all. Like, oh my God. And I gotta keep remembering that this is YouTube and not Patreon. Because on Patreon, chat, I be wilding. My wig damn near be on the floor. I be taking my little flipper thing out. Child, showing my ass, nipples be on camera. Patreon be a mess. Listen, like I said, the story time that I told today on Patreon, about 4 hours, damn near. Go watch it. Go sign up on Patreon because it's a lot. And you'll understand why I ain't been posting like that. What's been going on? Why I'm so discombobulated now. So don't come for me in the comments. I'd be happy I'm here. And I don't mean that with disrespect. Like, I'm just really, I'm trying. And if you go watch that 4-hour story time on Patreon, it's 3.5 hours. You will have so much put into perspective and hopefully a newfound respect for me because I've been going through a lot. But I'm not the type to actively talk about what I'm going through because, for one, I don't want necessarily sympathy. I don't want any criticism. And I don't like people in my business. Not while I'm actively going through something. I usually wait till I'm like far removed from the situation to then do a story time on it. But it just became too much. And I was like, I need to say something before shit gets crazy because it feels like shit is going to get crazier. So just give me a pass. I know it's not the typical video, but I'm trying because I was this close from not putting up a video, like, which I can't afford to do. So let's see if we could get through these last 20 minutes of Caresha lying. Because honestly, that's what you need to call it. Okay, how you lying during Leo season? Listen, is Caresha a Leo? Because that's what it's giving. It's giving lying. It's giving empire.
I feel like once we go to the internet, that's kind of like I'm a type of person, like, if we feel some type of way, we could hash this shit out behind closed doors. You could call my phone, we could text each other, we could cuss each other out. But like once it goes to the internet, I feel like you're trying to get people to pick a side. Like you putting people in our business to pick a side, and I don't fuck with that. Because I feel like we've been friends for so long that if we gonna go to the internet, we gotta air each other dirty laundry. Like I'm gonna have to say some shit about you, you gonna have to say some shit about me, and people gonna have to pick a side. And if we were friends, we ain't going to the internet. I'm not going to the internet. And that's, I felt like, you know,
y'all wasn't friends by that point, but okay. Okay. Y'all wasn't friends by that point, but okay. People had been clocked the distance and noticed that y'all had been not being friends because JT stopped showing up on the birthday trips. Like it had been an issue. And I did a whole video on it then, I think. And even then I was just like, we not getting a whole tea and they still trying to make shit water under the bridge and salvage shit for their careers.
I'm always the one that's going to let the narrative run and let people think what they want to think and not clear nothing up. Cause it's just, it'll never be that serious to me. Like I'm cool. I ain't got to clear nothing up.
So how long behind the scenes do you feel like have things been rocky between y'all two?
I feel like it's been a minute. It's been a minute since shit been going on behind closed doors. Like I just feel like we outgrew each other. I feel like she was in LA, I was in Miami. She was been working on her shit. I didn't know. And I just feel like every time we try to get together, it just didn't hit.
So do you feel like
was that shade? Because she can't be creative and work on her shit in private? Or is she trying to say, oh, while the group was still active, I had no idea she was trying to go solo? Because we've heard that with groups before. Like, what you trying to say, Caresha? What you implying?
I was like, I just feel like we outgrew each other. I feel like she was in LA, I was in Miami. She was been working on her shit. I didn't know. And I just feel like every time we try to get together.
Clock that, though. Clock that. She was been working on her shit. I didn't know. Clock it.
The issues didn't hit.
So do you feel like distance? You living in Miami, she living in LA.
It was the chemistry. It was the chemistry. I mean, the distance plays a part, but overall, the chemistry broke. The chemistry was not there anymore. And honestly and truly, because I have been telling y'all, once the North Node went into Aries, that's when we saw a shit ton of relationships break up. Like everybody and their mama that was in a relationship started breaking up. Podcasters breaking up. My favorite podcast ever. See, the thing is, they broke up, which is crazy because Mandy's actually a Libra and Bridget is an Aries. And I tried to like warn both of them and put things in a perspective, child. But yeah, as soon as the North Node went into Aries, that meant the South Node went into Libra, and the South Node is all about what you get away from. That's past karma, and Libra is all about relationships. Aries is about independent energy. North Node is about what you're expanding, what you're moving into, your destiny. So yes, with the North Node entering into Aries, it was all about me, 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 me. And if I'm in a toxic relationship of any kind, whether friendship, business, whatever, the universe ripped it apart. That's why you saw everybody and their mama. As soon as the North Node went into Aries around those dates, everybody and their mama started ripping apart. And it's things that I've talked about on the channel, like, you know, during that time and whatever. And I also mentioned, you know, around the time the City Girls broke up, I was like, yes, North Node and Aries. But I mean, of course, Caresha, you started showing your ass. You thought Diddy was going to be your end all, be all, yeah, forever, all of that. And you had this life planned out for yourself on top of already treating JT like crap. On top of, you know, y'all being distant, living in two different locations, wanting two different things. The chemistry just was not there. Simply put, the chemistry was just not there. And I don't care what they say about money, because I know Caresha is going to bring up, oh, we wasn't making no money as a group. And if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. Yeah, all of that is true, but chemistry lasts. Like, chemistry speaks volumes. Like, the chemistry between Saucy and Caresha, there's a reason why he's doing this podcast interview with her, because their chemistry speaks volumes. There's reasons why people want them to do a reality show together, like, because their chemistry speaks volumes. Once people started realizing that the whole chemistry between JT and Caresha was really more so a professional thing and it was fake and they wasn't cool like that, of course it was going to suffer. Because y'all was literally selling an image that y'all were not necessarily living up to in real life. Like, we need some accountability here.
You know, did that play a part in the wedge of y'all two?
I don't know.
Did y'all go to the studio together? How was recording? Because y'all last album didn't do well, and I feel like
it sounded like they was recording in two different places. And I'm not gonna hold you, because I was never necessarily the biggest City Girls fan, but once they started coming out with like Act Up, You Could Get Snatched Up, and all of that, I became a fan. But more so 2020 City on Lock, that was that album. Okay, Pussy Talk. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and go through the album, because that was my album. They had Summer 2020 on lock during the pandemic for me. Let me see. City on Lock. Let me see. I love Jobs. Love Jobs. Love Pussy Talk. Love That Old Man. Love That's My Bitch. Love Rodeo. Those was my songs. And it's a shame that album didn't do well, but it's because it was a City Girls summertime outside type of album, and we couldn't be outside. So it's like, it was because of the pandemic. Like, honestly and truly, had they waited a year to put that album out, shit would have took them out of here. Would have took them out of here.
And in interviews, y'all weren't in sync.
Mm-hmm.
And it didn't look like something that just happened. It looked like something that's been occurring.
Yeah. I just felt like when we got together, it just wasn't hitting. I just felt like we was in two different headspaces. Like, the way we dressed was different. Like, I'm more of, I wear a leotard, JT want to wear something covered. So I just felt like whenever we tried to get together, it just didn't connect. Like, we'll be on tour. She got her own dressing room. I got my own dressing room. She riding with her own glam team. I'm riding with my own glam team. When we get on the stage and we do our routine, that was probably like the only interaction we had at the time when we was on tour together. So I don't really know like what was the moment that separated us, but I just felt like it became a time where, like, when we was getting together, it just wasn't connecting. And
go live, Sky. Do a video, Sky. We want to see you on camera, Sky, is what they said. Girl, do you see how much chaos it is? Not that face. Ooh, girl, don't make that face.
I was just like, ain't no money in the group. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not going to the studio together.
No chemistry in a
I'm
group,
doing a feature. People calling for the City Girls. You know, it's either me or it's you. It just wasn't connecting no more. And I just felt like that's what really made me like start my own brand. Like, I got to do something because I'm in this group. The group ain't making no money. We not working. So it just became a point where we was just like on two different pages. Yeah. And I felt like whenever we just a video shoot, just anything, like, it just wasn't connecting. And I was just like, you know what? I got to like figure something out because I do got kids. And that's what really made me start doing like ritual land and getting into my merch and things like that, because I just felt.
That's how you know these artists be broke, because I got kids. Okay, you acting like your kids is eating ramen noodles every day. You acting like their kids is on food stamps and on welfare. Cut it out. You fucking a millionaire. You are a millionaire and you fucking a millionaire. Cut it out. Cut it out. My kids, my kids, my kids. Yeah, your kids going to private school. Like, just start saying what it is. I live a very luxury, wealthy, blessed life, and I would like to keep it that way. I would have much more respect had like if people just keep it real and be like, I live a luxurious, wealthy lifestyle, and I'm trying to keep it that way. Girl, I used to be broke. I used to eat Spam. I used to eat mayo sandwiches, and I ain't trying to go back. And I got kids. What? I'm not making my kids eat instant ramen. I would connect with you so much more. And I'm sure the general public would. But miss me with this whole, I'm fucking on a millionaire. I got money in the bank. Whether I'm a millionaire myself or not, I'm making it look that way. I'm presenting the image. I got access to people who got, like.
So, like, the group just wasn't hitting no more.
Basically, right now, today,
you didn't like that.
It's
bitch,
not bad.
basically.
It's not good. But do you still feel like you would consider JT a sister?
Yeah, I feel like we grew up together. I feel like I'm gonna always look at her as family, but again, like everything I'm not gonna sit here and just like do that strategic question. How are you? Yeah, that's my sister. We go, no, shit ain't all good, but it's not all bad neither. And I just want to move forward from that. I don't want to have to keep answering that question. It's just what it is. It's nothing going on. We not in the group no more. She went her own way, I went my own way, and that's just where we at.
In other words, I'm indifferent to the bitch. So stop asking me about her because I'm fucking with her. I don't hate her, but I'm fucking with her. That's what she's saying. So just say it, Caresha, please.
Hey, period.
And I want to answer it tomorrow, so don't ask me.
So let's get into some tweets. So
yeah, like the tweet where you said, I will make Diddy ... Let's get into that tweet.
There was a time where JT was arguing with Cardi. And
girl, more JT shit. So we was just going to talk about Diddy for 2 minutes, and then this whole episode about to be about JT. Got it. So JT is a scapegoat of this episode. Got it.
It was going back and forth. And you woke up and said, I was asleep.
I said I just woke up.
I just woke up. And once
I don't know.
up,
did I say I was asleep or I just woke up?
You said I just woke up. And after you just woke up, there were no more following tweets. So a lot of people feel like you should have jumped in and defended JT, that being your City Girl group member, that being your homegirl, like, and you was on mute. So elaborate.
Let me tell you something, Santana. And you might, I'm never on mute. Ain't no bitch don't come mute me because I'm gonna get out there wind draw. What it is? Wind draw. Thank you. But you gotta show me what you got. I'm one of them hoes. You gonna have to put me down. I'm still gonna pop my shit. I never not came to JT defense ever. She was arguing with JT.
She's talking about
Agent R, and I told Agent R, hey, bitch, meet me in Brooklyn.
I remember that.
Like, I would never not come to her defense. Just, as us being a group, just as us, fuck being a group, just her being my motherfucking bitch. One fight, we all fight. That's how I was raised. Bitch, one swing, y'all all swing. You know what I'm saying? But it was just like, I was asleep. I literally was sleeping. When I woke up, I see like trending and I'm seeing all these tweets. And when I caught up on it, like once I really got caught up on the tweets and I was like reading the context of the tweets, I'm like, they arguing about Super Freaky Girl remix. Bitch, I got left off of Bad Emoji. Bitch, the queen they call me.
A few weeks before I wrestled in the Olympic Games, I felt myself
Am I
getting
supposed to
sick.
gag?
Something that I had.
I guess I was supposed to gag because that was like a shout to Nikki. Okay. That's what everybody on my timeline talking about. Oh.
Said, so I'm like, I'm getting caught up on the tweets and I see they arguing about the remix or whatever. And I'm like, the queen ain't calling me. And I ain't know nothing about the remix. You know what I'm saying? Like when she dropped the single cover art, the official single cover art for the remix.
And they had all the cities.
And it was like Boston, Chicago, Miami. I'm thinking it's like Trina or somebody, bitch. I'm trying to play the game with the fans. Like, bitch, who it is from Miami? The song was never mentioned to me. I was never called for the song. I was never given a heads up like, hey, I got a song coming out with Nikki or nothing. I never knew nothing about it.
Yeah.
So when that
because y'all don't fuck with each other
situation came on Twitter and they was arguing about the song, it's like, why insert myself? You know what I'm saying? Like that situation had absolutely nothing to do with me. Bitch, I got left off of Bad Emoji. I didn't even know nothing about the motherfucking song. So I just felt like, that was between JT and Cardi.
Okay, that's respectable. So my last question for the smoke. Are you still dating Puff Daddy?
I'm not. I said I was gonna tell my truth. I think that it really, really, really hurt me because I just feel like, you know, Puff was a really, really good person to me. I feel like he came and he helped me and, you know, he elevated me.
I don't care about none of that. Like, y'all gotta stop with that. I'm sorry. The second that you hear some of the heinous things that could be out there doing, raping, trafficking, the abuse. Everybody always want to go down memory lane when a motherfucker did that shit. Well, that's not the person I know. And okay, well, this is the person that it was. Whether that's the version of them that they showed you, this is who the motherfucker is. So now what? Now what's going on? Because you trying to tell all of these childhood stories and how y'all came up together and all the times they was there for you, all of that becomes obsolete. It becomes irrelevant. It becomes irrelevant. Soon as you find out that that person is a monster. Black people, I tell you. Black people, I tell you. Because y'all get so mad. Ooh, do I want to go there? I'm going to go there. Y'all get so mad when, and not y'all, but y'all get so mad when it's a crime that happens to one of us. And then the white media tries to go and, oh, little Tommy was only and showing him in school, showing pictures of him graduating, showing pictures of him with a cap and gown. Like, y'all get so mad when that happens, but we do the same motherfucking shit. Same fucking shit when it comes to our own and ignorant shit. I don't care. Purple, white, blue, yellow, man, woman, trans. I don't care. If a monster is a monster, a monster is a monster. I don't want to hear you sit and try to humanize them in the midst of them creating violence and terror and chaos. And that's what so many people tried to do with Diddy. They saw the literal tape come out. Before, for years, it was just allegations. And you see the tape finally come out. And now all of a sudden, everybody got a story. Everybody want to try to humanize him. Oh, he's human. He makes mistakes. And no, I'm sorry. Going upside a bitch head that many times as he did to Cassie over years, the sex, drug trafficking. And it's not even about the gay sex, which is what a lot of people focus on. Don't nobody give a damn about his sexuality. It's 2024. Niggas fuck niggas. Bitches fuck niggas. Like, we all love dick. Don't nobody care about that. It's the rape. It is the sexual assault. It is going and taking things without your will. It is the fact that you are a millionaire, a billionaire, and using your money and resources to hold people within your reach, within your power. Like using your power and your money and your resources to abuse people. And I'm sorry, Caresha, you do not get a fucking pass to sit and basically tell us to our face without telling us to our face that ain't had nothing to do with me because that was not my experience. He was a good person to me. Get the fuck out of here. You're a trash for even dating somebody like that. I'm sorry. I wish I would hear that somebody is accused of killing people or raping people or sexual assault or drug trafficking. I'm not dating anybody like that, let alone being in proximity to them. I don't want to be in a room with somebody like that. So, Caresha, you do not get a pass. You do not get a pass. And there's no way that you was with him for all the time and you didn't see nothing. An eyebrow wasn't raised not just a little bit. I'm sorry. What's that lady name that was on the famous Rich Wives show? R. Kelly's wife, Drea. Even Drea had to have her foot held to the fire at one point because everybody was like, how was you married to R. Kelly and not heard anything? That's just what comes with it. You want to be tied to this motherfucker so bad? Guess what? When he go down, you going down with him because he's the captain of the ship, but your dumb ass is sitting there riding passenger. Get the fuck out of my face, Caresha.
And
please.
He saw a lot of things in me. And I feel like that's like one of his specialties. Like, he know how to like find people and, you know, identify their talent. And he was able to see more than music.
We understand all of that. That's exactly why he got to the point of being a music mogul. He had Bad Boys records. Okay, like we understand all of that. We don't need more facts about Diddy. If I wanted facts about Diddy and his accomplishments and his accolades, bitch, I go to Wikipedia. That's not what we're talking about. We're not talking about that. Stop trying to humanize a fucking monster. A monster is as a monster gonna do, and that is Diddy. You're trying to humanize a fucking monster. This is why I'ma always be like, sometimes it's not even just about the big monster, it's also about the people that put them in position. I was like the only person in 2016 yelling, Donald Trump about to be our president. Watch, Donald Trump about to be president. Trying to tell people, I'm like, Donald Trump about to be president. Why? As soon as he become president, he gonna run for president again. I kept trying to tell people because I'm like, y'all so focused on him, on just the face of it. Y'all not understanding all the people that put in positions to get there. Just like with Diddy, people not also focusing on all the people that stay silent, all the people that enable, all the people that they had a job and I can understand and you would too. No, I wouldn't. I'm sorry. Because if nothing else, what about a clean conscience? What about the shit that you're going to have to deal with when you die and now your whole life is playing out in front of you and now it's the choice of whether you're going to hell to have it like actions have consequences. Actions have consequences. And all money ain't good money. I'm sorry. At some point, like, where is the moral compass? Where is the human decency within you, the human compassion to say, okay, even if not me, there were others. And that's enough to be a fucking problem. That's why I say this whole protect black women shit, protect women and me too. And y'all pick and choose with that. Because it's still going to be bitches that ride for Caresha that's going to be blasting her music, that's going to be saying, Caresha, you can't do no wrong. I'm sure if I go through these comments right now, motherfuckers going to buy into her crocodile tears and be like, it's okay, Caresha, we riding with you. And it's okay, that wasn't your experience. We get in, girl, out of here. Because when Diddy was in the midst of doing all of that shit, what did Caresha say in them tweets? What did she say in them tweets? Child. And I hope Saucy brings it up, but he's probably not going to.
And I felt like he brought out another side of me. Like he brought out like my jitsu side. Like, you know, my woman side. Like it was like a lot of things that I didn't see in me that he brought out of me. You know, like, baby girl, you more than music. You are icon. You a motherfucking mogul. You know what I'm saying? Like, put God first. Make sure you keep God with everything that you do. But I just felt like
you felt like that was his gospel. That was his truth. I'm sorry. I would have had to smack the shit out of Diddy. Everything that you being accused of that you allegedly done, what God you worshiping? What God you praying to? I'm sorry. This is why you can't be in a prayer circle with everybody. This is why I get creeped out every time I see people on tour and then you see them with their dances and everybody and they backstage sitting there in a circle praying together. Absolutely not. Absolutely fuck not. I'm not praying with just any and everybody because I don't know who the fuck you praying to or who it is that you worshiping. You might be worshiping a motherfucking deity. Absolutely not. The monstrous, heinous that Diddy has done, and then you want to bring God into. And then that's when the Bible thumping Christians get involved and be like, see, there is hope in Christianity, girl. Let me not, before I say some very choice words. During Mercury retrograde. Let me not. I want my channel to stay up. And the fact that Caresha even did this podcast episode and dropped it during Mercury retrograde is a choice. It's very much a choice. Very much a choice. During Mercury retrograde, very much a choice.
These things came out. I just needed to take a break and focus on what's important. It was just me and my career and my family and just, you know, let him navigate and figure it out in his own because I can't be caught up in it.
Although he was so great to you and you didn't experience that, you still feel like just with everything that's transpiring in order for you.
And let me say this. I hate leading questions so bad. I mentioned that in the whole Mariah Lynn situation where Anna and how I felt like Anna was giving leading questions or leading statements rather to Callie. I hate leading questions. I hate when they do it in interviews because you're swaying the conversation. You're navigating the conversation. It's one thing to be a good host and a good interviewer and see where somebody's getting long-winded and know when to switch gears. But I hate when people lead people into certain answers. Santana's line of questioning is feeding Caresha what to say. Feeding her what to say. No, let her answer. Let her answer. Just be like, and how do you feel in regards to the victims? Don't be like, and how do you feel in regards to the victims? Like, were you really, really upset? And let her answer. Don't feed her what to say.
To soar or to keep elevating
career in my family and just, you know, let him navigate and figure it out in his own because I can't be caught up in it.
Although he was so great to you and you didn't experience that, you still feel like just with everything that's transpiring, in order for you to soar or to keep elevating, you need to disassociate yourself.
It's not in order for me to keep soaring or, you know, to elevate myself. I just feel like
Reaching your weight loss goals starts with hers, where you can get access to compounded semaglutide injections made with a
Although that wasn't my experience, and he was such a good person to me, and that's what people don't understand about like me and Puff relationship. They was just like, you were so loud.
No, we understand. We just don't give a fuck. Because at the end of the day, he hurt a lot of people. And a lot of people ended up dying mysteriously. Surprisingly, a lot of them from what is it? Not pneumonia. I think pneumonia. Something like that. I think it might be pneumonia. But a lot of people connected to him died from the same thing.
And you made him a part of your brand, and you know, like you just thought that you had something, and it wasn't that. Because I think the same thing with him. Like he didn't expect to fall in love with me because we did end up
fall in love. Fall in love.
These bitches is washed.
Fall in love.
Fall in love with each other. And I just feel like, you know, it's just everything that's going on. Like I don't want to get caught up in that, and I just need a moment to just pour into me.
Yeah, I could see that, and I just want to take a moment to give you your flowers for being so strong. And I've been through, I feel like a lot of stuff behind the scenes with you, with just going through everything and just seeing how like everybody really like just turned on you, and just how you've been so strong, even like for your kids, for yourself, being a woman, making the right decisions.
Yeah, I think that, well, I just want to say thank you. Because if it wasn't for you, I don't know where the fuck I would be. I probably would be somewhere like I probably would have turned into a motherfucking pill popping animal, putting myself to sleep. Because this was like pain that I never felt in the people that I thought.
Girl, bye. Where was Saucy Santana before you got in a relationship with that monster? Again, he had all that mouth for academics. Where was Saucy Santana and his good judgment and good friendship when you decided to date the nigga? Go like the video.
Feel me. I just want you. Get me off the boat. Get me off the boat. Get me off the boat. Get me off the boat.
Will be here for me, turn this into like an aha moment.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And it's just
I know
like,
Santana ain't crying.
Nobody called to check on me. Nobody called to see like how I was feeling. Like it was really like an aha moment. Like, oh my God, but you thought that you had this nigga. You thought that you was going up, and I didn't think anything. I got with a nigga and I did what I was supposed to do. And the nigga was doing what he was supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would I get with this nigga and just go to Chanel? You know what I'm saying? Like, I was able to get a podcast, and I still got my podcast with and without him.
Yeah.
That's somebody putting you in position. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What the? Okay, let me go ahead and save this as a thumbnail, because what the fuck is Santana crying for? What the fuck is he crying for?
And you selling yourself
to get a podcast, and I still got my podcast with and without him.
Yeah.
That's somebody putting you in position. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And you selling yourself.
Joke.
I think that
a joke.
A lot of times people count you out or count you short. And just even seeing how you carry yourself in the morning. Wake up, Santana, hold on, I'm on the phone with my business manager. I'm having a business meeting. I'm on a Zoom. I'm talking to my lawyers. Even watching, you know, you turn our lives into, our Instagram lives into this.
Right.
You know, that motivate me. And just even being behind the scenes, you pay for your own studio. You still working. You pay for so much stuff that's even for your brand and stuff out of pocket. Watching you invest in your.
It's her fucking career. Who the hell else gonna pay for it? Did he? It's her career. Who supposed? Am I supposed to pay for it? Who else gonna pay for it? It's her motherfucking career. Like, this would be pissing me off about interviews. They sit and act like there's about to be accountability taken, but there's no real accountability. And then they don't push back. They don't push back. It's like the fake setup that there's going to be accountability and responsibility had and taken. But they allow people to give bullshit answers. They'll set it up with these leading ass intro questions, leading them directly into an answer. The most politically correct answer that they want that's going to make them look good. And then they don't push back. Not saying that they got to be arguing back and forth like it's a debate, but push back on some of it. No, Caresha, I hear what you're saying. And I could see in a way how that may, okay. But no, Caresha, because you actually was with the sign and da-da-da. You actually was da-da-da-da. Like, Caresha, we speaking about tweets and tweets when it come to JT. Let's speak about the tweets when it came to Diddy and how you was selling girls that she was going to get Diddy to pimp them out and da-da-da. Like, push back. Like I said, Saucy was not going to hold her accountable. Of course not. Of course not. This nigga sitting here crying from her telling her story. Bitch, what the fuck is you sitting there crying for, Saucy? Why is you in tears?
A business.
Yeah, that's something that I take pride into. It's like I want to bet on myself because I feel like everybody always count me out. And I feel like this whole time I've been an underdog.
Yeah.
You know, like if I live, like people was like, hey, we tried to tell you, y'all tried to tell me I couldn't rap.
And look, what I've accomplished.
You couldn't.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like I love betting on myself because it's like I love betting on myself because I believe in myself. And just like you said, like I've been investing in myself in the last year.
Yeah.
I've been trying to build the team, trying to find managers, trying to find.
Oh, baby, you higher and fire.
Oh my God, because it's just like I know my potential. You get what I'm saying? And I just feel like I got an empire to build.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna invest every dollar, every penny that I got into myself. So I do pay for my own studio, and I'm not able to release music right now. It's because it's like when I try to turn my music in, it's just like we don't see no growth in your music, or you know, you're not elevating, and you know, like the fans that y'all had 6 years ago, they grown now, and it's just like.
So, but that's how you have.
When it comes to, I feel like Young Miami as an artist, that's the music I make. I made fun music. You know what it is, Santana? I feel like I lost my personality. And I feel like the reason why I lost my personality is because everything is so literally now. Like,
yes,
we can just be at the pool just talking something, and the next day you wake up and it's a headline and it just goes so deep. And that's something that it's just like, I feel like I lost myself. Because, you know, normally I used to be online.
I promise you, there is ways to connect with the audience, and I'm human. I make mistakes. I feel like I lost myself. I'm not really having fun anymore. My mental health, my depression, you know, I wanted to unalive myself. I don't know who I am anymore. I got to go back to me, go back to my roots, go back to what started it all, what made me who I am. Like, it's given very Disney Channel scripted moment right before they come back and do what you already knew they was going to do by the end of the movie anyways. That's what it's given. It's given, oh, I need to have this triumphant moment while I sit up and speak, and I'm going to fight my way back to... People love an underdog, but they also love a comeback story. And right now, it's given very disingenuous.
On live all day, Santana. We'll be riding around the car, juicy crabs anywhere we on live. You know, now I'm scared to pop up my live. Like, that's like the other day we had the pool. I'm like, Santana, I'm going to turn off my live. Because I feel like people build you up to break you down. So the reason why people fell in love with me is just like, now it's just like, oh, you so ignorant, you so this. And
now, mind you, people do build you up to break you down. Exactly what they love you for, they'll hate you for the next day. That's just what it is, and people are fickle. So it's not that what some of the stuff she's saying is bullshit. Like, that's very much true, but the accountability of it all, Young Miami, the accountability of it all. Because she is trying to do things to be out there more. I see her and Santana, they now do daily vlogs on TikTok. So that's cute or whatever. But
I just feel like I don't got a personality no more, and it just really hurts.
I think that always remember,
girl, go to
your
therapy.
personality is what got you here. People fell in love with you as a person, and then they fell in love with the music. Because to everybody initially, you couldn't rap. What they say, I used to sound like
what, chipmunks?
Yeah, they say I sound like chipmunks. It was always this, it was always that. And then next thing you know, people was rapping you word for word. And you got so many viral slangs. In
Oh my God.
everything
I
you
would
do.
start a dictionary.
Yes.
Like Caresha dictionary. Because it's always a new word.
It's always a new word. Everything you do sell, but you sold candles off of 11. Like, it's just like, I just watch, and I always be so proud because I'm like, bitch, wherever she touched, turn to gold. So it's just like, you know, I'm like, I just want you to always keep that and keep stay grounded in it and know that it's not all you, it's in you.
I just really, really like when you asked me earlier, like, how was my mental? I just really hate that I lost my personality. And that's on me telling you, like, Santana, I don't want to dance no more, and dancing make me happy. I'm like, I don't want to go to the club. I don't want to dance no more. It's just, you know, reading comments, and it really take away from, like, you know, like you get in your head. Like, you start overthinking everything. Like, you could have a hit, but it's like, I'm overthinking it. I'm feeling like, bitch, me popping up my motherfucking phone no more. That's just me being me. I'm thinking too deep into it because the internet is just this whole new world of like everything you do.
Here's the problem. There's a lot of truth to what she's saying, like I said, and there could be a lot of truth to her feeling like she lost her ways and lost her footing. The problem is you're not taking accountability for what you need to be taking accountability for. What you're doing is you're spinning it back on the world and saying, y'all got mad at me and y'all tried to make me take accountability. And I said, fuck all of that. And because, you know, y'all came down so hard on me, it pushed me to a point where I got depressed. And now I don't know how to come out of that depression. That's what she's saying. You can be depressed all you want, you sad little bitch. But at the end of the day, you still got to own up and take accountability for the parts that you played. I don't care about the after work that it is that you now have to do after people have dug into that ass. I care about you actually, again, taking that accountability and being responsible enough to choose different. We focusing more on how people made you feel and how it depressed you versus the reasons why people dug into you. Like,
it was wrong.
Yeah.
And that shit will really break you down as a person when it's like you reading all of these negative things and it's like taking up, you know, majority of your day. Like, you just read like, you should give up, bitch, you ain't shit. You gonna start thinking like, damn, should I give up?
Yeah.
If I ain't shit. And it don't feel good. But when you go outside and you feel that love, you
it's a
just
trauma
like,
bond this shit.
Bitch, you gotta keep going.
One person I love, K. Michelle, that's one of my favorite people, an artist, and just as a person. She came to me the other day, she was like, tell Caresha, we love her.
Yeah, she DM'd me.
She told me, she said, tell her we love her. She was like, and this is what happened to superstars. She said, everybody go up, and you have a time where shit happens. She said, and you shoot right back up. And so I'm just so excited for the comeback. And that just leads me into...
Wasn't K. Michelle connected to R. Kelly? Mentored by R. Kelly? At Job Records? I'm just asking.
What's next for Young Miami? What's next for this Yams era? You know what I'm saying? What's, you know, what's coming in the future?
I've been in the studio working. And I have like a project that's ready. I have a single that's ready. And what's next for me?
Didn't you just say that the label said that there's no growth, there's no maturity, and basically ain't nobody gonna want that shit because your audience is now older than the shit that you're trying to sell them? So you just don't listen across the board. Got it.
Is season 2 of Caresha, please.
Oh, that's why y'all ain't sat down hard.
We got season 2 of Caresha, please. We got a reality show.
Okay.
We got Risha Reloaded.
Oh, part 2.
We got part 2 of Risha Reloaded.
Okay, another round of applause. Girl, I know Risha Roulette by heart, so that is very exciting.
Part 2 is way more crazy.
That is Risha.
Just make sure the person to your right or the person to your left is somebody that you might want to do a little, have some fun with.
So do we got a Risha?
You sure, given the temperature and given the allegations and who you was attached to, that's the best idea? Okay. Because you're saying just make sure the person to your left and person to your right is down with it and ready to fuck. You should have told Diddy that. You should have told Diddy that. Did you play Russian roulette with Diddy? Don't give us a disclaimer and ask us to look at people and try to get consent. No, you should have been telling Diddy that. To look to his left and look to his right. Hell, look all around him. Do a 360. You should have been telling Diddy that to look around for consent. Got something with nerve.
And this one, I know people love money, so you can make you a couple of dollars off of this game.
So do we have something we can sample?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's bring that out, babe. Let's bring that out.
Yeah. This is my first sample. It's just a sample, but this is part 2 of the game.
Okay, so this is the new look. It's blue. This is cute.
It's blue, pink. It's blue, pink, and white.
That shit look ugly as hell.
So this is part 2 of the game. It's called Rich Rulo. They got a new look. I decided to make it unisex. So I added a blue twist, black, and you could get a few coins.
Okay.
Because either you want you got a pink penny.
Oh. So I got these cards right here. Are these dare only cards? These shot cards?
We gonna do the shots. So I don't know if you got your coin.
Okay, I keep a coin.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Rebo. No bars. So I'm gonna put up first.
Let me say something about that too, because just because they say that, and not just here, because I saw them do that on in one of the vlogs, and everybody was like, "See, she's still fucking with JT. She's still fucking with JT." She said, "No bars." You can easily shade a person and still say that. Just like Doja. Everybody think that there's no smoke between Doja and Nicki because Doja is still to this day saying, "Thank you, Nicki. I love you." You can still be antagonized behind the scenes and then in front of the scenes trying to keep it like people are manipulative. Like, relax. Oh my God, they said that's the fans. See, ain't no real problem with JT. Y'all so fucking naive.
Oh my God, I'm telling the truth, enough but the truth, so help me God.
I'm scared.
I'm not saying shit to sell this thing. Come on.
Take a shot. Story time. Tell us a time you went somewhere or popped up knowing your ass wasn't invited, or take a shot.
I ain't necessarily my business.
I tell man.
I'm gonna tell you my shot.
Okay, so you gotta ask me something.
Okay, give me.
Girl, the jacket a little too tight.
Come on, girl, the pants too tight.
Make sure I'm not on it. Girl, just give me a couple. You keep a couple.
Who picked these cards? Q. This some shit you did. Santana, you done did everything in this.
What?
Take a shot if you ever purchase a fake designer item. Or
let me see the card. Let me see the card. What kind of shit this is? Take a shot if you ever purchase a fake designer item or purchase a fake designer.
Take a double shot.
This is off the runway now. This is off the runway.
Who built like that
on
the
was
runway?
So long ago, very much getting 2018.
You know what? I'm done with you that. The last time.
I don't know. See, that's all I'm saying. I need to see what's going on in the
They say take a shot if you ever had to fuck your way out of a situation.
Yes. And I told that story time on YouTube, the motel horror story. And that was a story time movie I told back in like 2016. Yes, that nigga was going to kill me. I wonder if that counts as SA. Because if we didn't have sex, he was literally going. He was fresh from prison, and I had no idea. No idea. We went to a motel, and he was drunk and high, and apparently off something else. It seemed like, oh, he was just crazy. And yeah, that liquor hit him. That Henny got in his system. He went fucking crazy. And child, yeah, had I not had sex with that man, I would have lost my life. I truly believe that.
Oh my God.
Santana for real. And that's a wrap. No, honestly, like I just want to say for real, thank you for being here for me. Waking up when I take these kids at 7 a.m. I said, Santana,
For real. I got no kids.
huh?
And I hate to be asleep.
No, but just thank you for being like my shoulder, my therapist, like my shoulder to cry on my therapist. And just really, you know, like being there in my corner in this hard time. It's been real, real rough. And for real, because you be like, I'm like, Santana is over me, but bitch, ho, bitch, ho, bitch, ho, go outside, bitch, ho, right. So if I had that every day, Santana, it's like, I don't know where I'd be. And I just want to say thank you so much.
Of course, I got you. You're my best friend. We gang in this bitch.
Thank you. Period. And that's all.
That's all, Caresha, please. Season 2. We out this motherfuckers.
Pull out the stick, come shoot that.
Anyways, because Diddy not about to own my channel after that. She really let's go to the bullshit comments. She really is mourning the loss of her relationships with JT and Diddy. So glad she still has a friend in Santana. Blaming Caresha for Diddy's disgusting behavior is crazy. Nobody's blaming her for his behavior. But you are an accomplice. So if you go and rob the bank and I'm sitting in the car, I get charged with being an accomplice to a robbery. If you go in a house and murder somebody while I'm still sitting in the car, that's an accomplice. You can't blame me for what it is that you done, but I am an accomplice, accessory. Like, okay. I'm impressed with Santana's interview skills. Despite being Caresha's bestie, he didn't hold back and ask questions we all wanted to know. Yeah, that y'all never got real answers or any accountability to, which was the exact point. They said, "Oh, go ahead and ask all the questions people want to know. I'm gonna answer it how I answer it," and they just gonna gag at the fact that, "Oh, he's asking all the questions." Yeah, but we didn't get no real answers. God, y'all so naive. When Caresha started crying, I felt that nothing hurts more than to go. It's a trauma bonding for me. I really wish her and JT could mend their friendship. Bitch, it's over. It's over. It's over. That's why y'all be in relationships now, way past the expiration date, because y'all want to sit there and trauma bond and the loyalty, and we've been friends for that. The universe been telling you to let the bitch go. It's like y'all really don't understand shit until shit hits the fan. I say all the time in my spirituality videos, get on your shit before shit gets on you. Point blank in the period. Okay. But a lot of people, they be so dumb, missing the red flags, missing the Yelp reviews, ignoring the universe, and y'all be in situations way past his expiration date. One thing I know, every woman don't experience the same man the same way. Can we take a moment to appreciate Saucy's interview skills? He lets her talk, but asks the real and hard questions. If you have just one friend in your life that's as loyal and genuine as Santana, you're blessed. She's human. Her life is public. It's hot when the spotlight is on you. She'll get through this, and I hope she protects herself during this time. It's so crazy how people be quick to put her down like she didn't carry City Girls while she was pregnant and JT was in jail. I'm done. I'm losing brain cells. Listen, I gave y'all enough. I'm done. I wish Caresha the best. I don't feel like she should have said anything at this point. If she was going to say that, girl, just drop your season 2 and just. It just be so funny sometimes. judging the Matrix and everybody trapped within it from outside of it, but still having to dip back in it to do these commentary videos and conversate. It just, and I try not to judge too much because I understand everybody not at the same level of thinking or, you know, place that I am. But let me get off this camera, child, because like I told y'all, Mercury is in retrograde, okay, in Gatorade, and I will say what it is that I really mean, and it will come off me. So let me get off the camera. Let me know what y'all thought about all of this down in the comment box below, as if I could fuck, and definitely make sure that you go and you stream my music as if you give fuck, okay? Join the Patreon, patreon.com/Santana, because girl, it's so much content over there, and we watching a whole bunch of stuff. If you couldn't tell by the new trailer update, we watching Baddies, we watching the Auntie podcast, Basketball Wives, Love and Hip Hop. I just started Big Brother. We're gonna be starting Bad Girls Club soon, all the seasons. We're gonna be rewatching Baddies, all the seasons. And yeah, I just dropped my first Storytime exclusive video over there, which was 3.5 hours long. And when I say it is jam packed with a lot, okay, like a lot. Do I even want to give a bit of a teaser? Because it's an active situation that's still going on. It's given a Karen situation where someone I don't even know if I'm going to speak about it on YouTube yet. Let me not. Patreon.com/Santana. Let me know what y'all thought about all of this in the comment box below. I'll see y'all in the next one.
I'm bad, I'm pretty, hot to ditty. Thick ass shape, any sick ass city. Pussy on fire, cause she stay giving kitty. Bring the whole town and every time I'm in your city. I'm the bitch that you wanna be round. See, I'm the bitch, I'm the one with the crown. And I'm the bitch bringing cake by the pound. Have me on my knees, Mary J. Blige, bitch, I'm going down. Deadly ass top, though, game is a killer. Stomach is available to be a babysitter. No need to be shy, put the thing up in it. Nothing wrong with a late night dinner, nigga.
So fat, it tastes like Skittles. Turn the shit around and watch how I giggle. You better walk notice ass back now, wiggle. And every I shake that thing in the middle. Ass so fat, it tastes like Skittles. Turn the shit around and